Welcome to the Shut Up and Work podcast. I am your host, the coach, and along with me is SJ for this episode. And today we're going to talk about, are you faking it or are you truly making it? Those type of things. So, real quick, before I jump into the topic, I want to give a quick disclaimer. The stuff that we say on this show, we're just talking from our experiences and it's just advice. So please, before you make any major decision, consult with your family, your friends, and your financial consultant and whoever else that you need to consult with before making a major decisions. All right. All right. So with that being said, let's jump into our topic. So for everyone out there, just real quick, have you ever been or seen these conferences or advertisements, whether they've been on social media, YouTube, or on your television, where some individual is claiming that they can make your financial dreams come true if you follow their step-by-step program? They're going to make you a millionaire or a billionaire overnight. I'm sure you've all heard that. Ain't that right, SJ?
Yes, that's absolutely right. I can't tell you how many times I've gone to networking events only to find out that this
Yeah.
is really something to recruit you into some type of a program.
There you go. And so, and with that, this individual, I want everybody to think and think about what SJ is saying. We're going to get to that point too. But think right now, if the individual knew how to make millions and billions of dollars, I mean, think about all that time, blood, sweat, and tears they didn't put in to create this product. And then all of a sudden, they're just going to step away from their great creation, making all this money, and they want to come out and teach the public what they know. So think about that. You'll be creating competition for yourself. The Coke, the drink, once it's invented, do they come out and say, hey, we're going to teach you how to make Coke right in your own house? Does McDonald's tell you that they're going to come out and teach you how to make their hamburgers and their secret sauce or anything like that? What about Microsoft or Apple or any of these other companies? So I want y'all to think about that for a moment. So the answer should be no, none of these people. Hell, even think about those people who are on the panel on that show Shark Tank. Do they come out and say, hey, we're going to teach a class and show you how to make billions of dollars just like I did? Now, and if they do, they trying to hustle you. So as SJ just mentioned, these people, you already should see the game. You already should see that they're trying to play you. Ain't that right, SJ?
Yeah, that's absolutely right. And there's something else to consider too. You know, in our previous episode, we were talking about side hustles and how creating a side hustle. Christina Alva was telling us that one of the great side hustles is to share your knowledge. But in order for it to be lucrative to that person, then they're going to have to charge something. So it's not uncommon for somebody to offer you something for free as an introduction to what they can provide for you. But then some sort of payment would be required after that. So if the entire thing is free, like you said, most companies are not going to give everything away for free. So you've got to ask yourself why.
Yeah. And the major thing that I'm saying is Coke, even though they've been around over 100 years, they still not offering no damn free classes to teach you how to make your own bottle of Coca-Cola in your house. And I'm sure they can do that with today's technology, but they're not. They want you to keep buying their product. and I'm sorry, I have to laugh because these type of things, this is what you have to think in your mind when you first hear these things. And I want the people, especially the younger generations, to pay attention to that and see, why does this person, if they're healthy, young, whatever, and they're making millions of dollars, wouldn't they teach their own family members first before they go out here and just try to teach any John or Susie or Sally on the street? Why do they want me to come and do this? So those are some things that you should pay attention to right in the beginning. Those are the alarms that should go off in your head. If this is so great, why wouldn't they continue to innovate their product and keep making millions and billions of dollars in that situation? The other selling signs that you may see in these advertisements, and I'm gonna give you three of them that's common. You may see this individual riding in a fancy car, truck, motorcycle, have their own jet plane, private jet, whatever you want to call it. You may see this individual have a book, and of course, it's always a New York Times bestseller, even though you probably never even heard of the author or the book. And then another thing that these individuals will claim is that they help thousands of people just like you make money. And they may even have the fake testimonial. You know, they'll have their friend or somebody they pulled off the street that they gave $50 to and said, yeah, I used this program. And guess what? I was able to quit my job in 3 months. And now I'm making $100,000 a month. Right, SJ? Those are three warning signs that I always look for.
Yes, those are usually pretty obvious and easy to come at right up front. So you just have to kind of pay attention.
Mm-hmm. And see the game unfold.
Now, here's a question I have for you, Coach. Since
Sure.
you've been able to leave the workforce and you have your own business, and this is something that I think about a lot too, because people often tell me, oh, you should be an entrepreneur. You should be an entrepreneur. You need to have a business. Now,
Mm-hmm.
one of the things that a lot of organizations like this will ask is they will ask you to invest some of your own money into something in order for you to
Yep.
get started. So, what are your thoughts on investing in a business? Investing in your own business. I mean, of course, that's something that you're going to have to do at some point. But
Mm-hmm.
in terms of, there are plenty of very successful and popular businesses that have this type of model where you might have to buy a starter kit in order to get started. Now, what do you think of that? And how is that different from if you had your own business, your own side hustle that you were starting? In a different episode, I used photography as an example.
Right.
So what do you think of it, and how would you compare those two different scenarios in terms of investing in your business?
Great point, because I was just about to get to that next. So perfect timing, SJ. I love this question. First off, if you're at this seminar or whatever, you follow this ad and go on your website, however you get to it, and they start telling you, oh, yeah, you can buy my program. So you're thinking about it. The first thing I will tell all the people to do is go out and research, find somebody, and again, not somebody that you saw in the ad, because that's probably somebody that's related or friends with the person that's trying to sell you the product. See and research if you can find someone in your city or town that has used this product that they're telling you to invest in or buy, or however you want to look at it. That's what I would do, because again, part of the sale was they told you that thousands of people have bought their product. So to your point, I think you're better off investing in yourself to whatever passion that you're trying to monetize and brand and build it into a business. That's how I see that happening. Because if you can't find someone who has invested in this guru, let's call him that, or con entrepreneur, Hopefully, I said that right. My Texas tongue didn't get in the way. Um, and that word was invented by a good YouTuber by the name of Mike Winnett. He has an awesome YouTube channel where he exposes these type of gurus that I'm talking about. You can still check out his videos on entrepreneurs, and he even has a system on how he breaks down how they scam you. It called Entrepreneur Bingo. So please check out his YouTube.
I have to check that out.
Yeah, and it's funny too. He is funny as shit. He's from England or somewhere over there, and boy, he had me on the floor just crying on his videos. So everybody check him out on that. And also another YouTuber that does a great job exposing these fake gurus. He goes by the name, I think it's Pocket Watching by JT. He's a certified financial planner and CPA, I believe. So check that brother out. He's out of St. Louis. He does an excellent job. And it's just common sense things that he breaks down on how these people are running their scam artists or running their scams and trying to sell people on these fake investment or fake business building kits, as you call them, SJ. So, yeah, to your point, if you're going to get into something like that, what I would do, I would go and try to find someone that's doing that got involved in this type of investment, and I would look closely and see how they're doing at it before I would put my money down in that situation.
And educate yourself, inform yourself. There's so much information available online, libraries. Does anybody ever go to the library anymore? Free books, y'all.
Right.
You don't have to have a whole bunch of money to buy a whole bunch of books. Free books. Now when you go online, make sure that you're going to credible sources because again,
remember
these
SJ.
self-proclaimed gurus, may have an agenda.
Yep. Oh, I was gonna say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I was gonna make you laugh. I was like, now remember, uh, if you live in Texas or Florida, there's no more libraries because the governors have burned them all to the ground. No, okay. But go ahead, SJ. I'm sorry.
Oh no, only the books that they don't like. They can keep all of the old Confederate, misinformation and partial history, the ones that they like.
Well, hey, these fake gurus we talking about, they put out a lot of misinformation too. So they may be only in the library. The true business people may get their books burned.
Let's talk about this real quick too. So how are we different from these gurus? Just in case you need an explanation. One, we're not selling anything. Two, we're just talking about our experiences. And earlier at the beginning of the episode, Coach told you to like and subscribe and comment. Well, I also want to ask you to comment and tell us some of the situations you're going through. Maybe we have some advice for you. Maybe we can have somebody on who can answer your questions or give you some good advice. Maybe there's somebody that you want us to talk to. Get involved. This is a forum that the coach created because he was tired of people and their attitude and telling him to shut up and work. And there's more to life than that. And we all deserve to be treated better than that. So in the comments, let us know what you're going through. We can give you a shout out. If you have any questions or concerns, you want some advice, you want to warn people, let us know. That's what we're here for.
Most definitely. And last, I just want to share 3 things that you can do on your own. You don't have to go to these conferences or answer these ad advertisements and try to sign up for these overpriced courses where somebody is just going to take your money and leave you high and dry in the sky. So 3 things you can do on your own if you're trying to figure out how can you make money to supplement your income. The first old school thing you can do is write down the things you would love to do. Write down those things. And as we talked about in the previous episode, what is it that you do where you don't have any hiccup or any, you don't even blink? It's just natural for you to do it. whether you get up every day and work out, whether you are love to cook, whether you love landscaping, cleaning houses. What is it? What is it that give you that little fire that you like to do? So that's the first thing. Second thing, if you don't know just yet, or you had your passion beaten out of you by your regular 9 to 5 job, like I did, then go online. There are free tests. You can go to these websites like Brain Manager or Job Test and find out what your skills are. Take these little tests and answer it truthfully. It'll ask you an array of questions of what you like doing, the type of skill sets you may possess. And then it may give you an idea of what you can go into or what you can start experimenting with. And then also, if you feel that those tests are not sufficient enough online, go to your local workforce, or some cities and states call it unemployment office, and ask them, hey, I just want to take a career assessment test. They should have a free assessment test that you can take there on the computer, maybe spend 20 minutes to 45 minutes taking the test, answering various questions. And once you get to the end, it will give you some choices of the field of work or activity that you might be good at. So that's the second free thing that you can do in that situation. And then the last thing is basically, do you look forward and doing a certain thing every day? And we kind of mentioned this also in a previous segment. If you get up in the morning, let's say you may have a minor headache or a backache, or you're not feeling well for whatever rhyme or reason, or the night before you got some bad news, you broke up with your girlfriend or your dog bit you, whatever, and you're like, oh man. But if you know that you're getting to do something that you have passion in, it just boom, everything else is secondary. You're ready to run to that job or activity or hobby or passion, whatever it is. What gives you that? What gives you that motivation? Just internally, just start your engine like a car. Oh, I get to go cut hair today. Boom, you up and out of bed. Oh, I get to go train kids in basketball. Hey, I'm going. Oh, I get to go paint nails today. What is it? So those are some quick things that you can do on your own. And like I said, I just named 3 of them for right now. So don't just always look for somebody else to tell you what you love and what you do. Because when you do that, they are in control of you instead of you being in control of what you want to do and what you are trying to achieve. So those are the things to keep in mind in that situation. SJ, did you have anything else?
No, again, I just want to be encouraging, but I want to tell you to be realistic and
That's
be
right.
pragmatic. The media, and I'm part of the media. So although I'm not personally guilty of this, I understand how it works, but the media and social media will have you believing that people did something and then they immediately became successful and famous. And that's just not true. It's not accurate. It's not realistic.
That's right. That's right. And that's why we talk about this stuff on this platform to try to give you guys a more realistic view. But if it's something that you love and you love doing and can get up and do it, you will eventually get to your goal, but don't look for the microwave solution to your goal. Don't look for the overnight. It will take time. That's the old saying. What is it? The journey of 10,000 miles is taking the first step. And that's what you have to do out there. So that's all I have on this subject. So, with that being said, thank y'all so much once again for tuning in to the Shut Up and Work podcast. And want to remind everybody, please like, share, subscribe, and leave your comments. And as SJ said, I want to hear in the comments section what you guys think. What are your passions? Or if you have dealt with these type of things, you went to a conference hoping that they could resolve your problems or anything in that nature. So leave that in the comments and please share our podcast so we can keep bringing you information like that. So with that being said, we will see you next time. Everybody, take care.